Can everyone please stand for the presentation of colors by the Howard County Department of Fire and Rescue Services Honor Guard and the National Anthem performed by firefighter Ashley Alejandre.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch, we're so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please remain standing as Chief Chaplain Steve Stone comes forward for the invocation of our ceremony.
Good evening. Please join me in prayer. Father God, as we gather on this beautiful spring evening that you have made for us, we seek your blessings and offer you our thanks and praise for this ceremony that calls us together. We give thanks for those that we celebrate today, your children who have exemplified a calling and a life of service to others. Although the recipients tonight do not seek accolades, praise, or titles of greatness, they do deserve our acknowledgement and appreciation, and it is right that we express it. So may we recognize their accomplishments with due tribute. May they receive their awards with measured humility. Father, we are grateful for the many wondrous gifts you have given us, among which are those who we recognize tonight and those in whose name they are honored. To all of those in the Fire and Rescue Service, I pray that you continue to be a source of light where there is darkness, hope where there is loss, and comfort where there is pain. May God bless each of you and your families. Amen.
Please be seated. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us for tonight's award ceremony. This is our first year back in person since the pandemic, and we're excited to have you all here with us. I'm Samantha Stanton. I'm the Director of Community Outreach and Media Affairs for the Howard County Department of Fire and Rescue Services, and on behalf of our department, I would like to welcome you all to this evening's event. At this time, I'll ask that you help us acknowledge our special guests who have joined us, and please hold your applause until the end. Howard County Executive Dr. Calvin Ball, Councilwoman Christiana Rigby, Chief Administrative Officer Brandy Gans, and our very own Fire Chief Lou Winston. Thank you for being here with us tonight. We're gathered here to celebrate and recognize the hard work of our personnel throughout the calendar year of 2022. Before we get to the awards, let's kick things off with some remarks from County Executive Dr. Calvin Ball.
Good evening. I promised the chief I would keep my remarks to less than an hour. I just wanted to say, while I know that those who won awards tonight didn't seek those awards and honors and accolades, let me first thank each and every one of our remarkable members of the Department of Fire and Rescue Services. You all are heroes, and especially now, during a time when there's been so much fear, anxiety, and loss. Having our heroes continue to shine brightly, continuing to set the example, and especially those who are going to be honored tonight, reminding us of what's best in our world and what's best in us is something that's so very important right now. So I want to congratulate each and every one of you and thank you for your continued dedication and service in ensuring that Howard County is not only a place that is known to be safe, but to feel safe, a place where we do reignite the flames of hope. Bless you all.
Next, join me in welcoming Fire Chief Lou Winston.
Good evening, and thank you all for being here with us this evening. All of those that are here live and those that are joining us virtually. Thank you to County Executive Dr. Calvin Ball, Council Chair Christiana Rigby, and Chief Administrative Officer Brandy Gantz for joining us. It is your unwavering support of Howard County Fire and Rescue that allows us to do what we do every day. I must say, since I've been fire chief, I think I had 3 graduations, and nobody's asked me to sing the national anthem. But great job, Ashley. Thank you for that. Also, a special thank you to the awards committee who worked so hard to put this event together. After a 3-year break due to the pandemic, it's good to have us all here in person to celebrate the great things that our personnel have accomplished in the 2022 calendar year. Award ceremonies are sometimes accepted with apprehension by public safety workers because they say things like, why do I deserve an award, or I'm just doing my job. Well, however, anytime we have an opportunity to highlight the work and accomplishments of our personnel is something special. We appreciate what you do for us as a department. The citizens of Howard County appreciate what you do, and we don't take your commitment for granted. While we're recognizing a specific few this evening, I have an endless amount of pride for the work all of you do, and I want to personally thank all the wonderful men and women of this department. That includes career staff, volunteer, civilian staff, and contingents for what you do. We are thankful for your dedicated service. I don't want to take up much of your time because we have a lot to cover tonight, but before I conclude, I want to say thank you again for coming to celebrate our personnel, and a hearty congratulations to all our award recipients. Thank you.
Next, join me in welcoming Councilwoman Christiana Rigby.
Thank you. So I promised Chief Winston I too wouldn't be too long, but I would be remiss if I did not express my deep appreciation for everyone in this room. Back in 2019, this department and your accompanying union did something that no other department did. You invited the council to come really understand some of the things that you do. And we did it right over in the training center. And it very much helped us understand why you need staffing ratios, why you need different things, how important response times are, what it takes. And that was just a taste, a drop of the experience. And so if you ever wonder why the council stands the fire department so much, it's because of the dedication every day and the understanding that we have of the work that you do. So I even passed one of your team on the way here. out from Rivers. So, which is my favorite fire station if you're from 10. So I'll read our resolution, and I do truly bring gratitude from every member of the council to you this evening. Whereas each year, the Howard County Department of Fire and Rescue Services conducts an awards and recognition program to acknowledge the exemplary contributions of its members and volunteers to the department and the community. And whereas the Department of Fire and Rescue Services is responsible for the administration of the affairs of the county in fire suppression and prevention, fire training, arson investigations, rescue services, emergency medical services, community risk reduction, fire and safety public education, there is still more, fire safety plan review, fire code development and enforcement, and hazardous material mitigation. And I'm sure there's even more than there. Whereas the recipients of these awards and recognition have demonstrated their dedication to excellence in fire safety and rescue, the protection of our community, and community service and outreach. Now therefore be it resolved on this 13th day of April 2023 that the County Council of Howard County, Maryland congratulates the recipients of the Howard County Department of Fire and Rescue Service Awards and recognition and thanks them for their outstanding contributions to the safety of our community. Thank you.
All right, it's time to get into tonight's awards. I'll welcome Lieutenant Adam Noller to the podium.
Good evening, everyone. We'll begin with certificates of appreciation. Certificates of appreciation are given to those who play a critical role in the fulfillment of the department's mission. Please look at pages 2 and 3 of your program for a list of those being awarded. If your name is on the list and you are here tonight, please stand. If you're already standing, just give us a wave so we can acknowledge you. Captain Barton Albrecht, Captain Gregory Burns, Master Firefighter Shelley Click, Volunteer Chief Rick DeBow, Firefighter HVO Kenny Darasset, Firefighter HVO Chris Everett, Master Firefighter Barry Floyd, Firefighter Ryan Glenn, Callie Gorgol, Captain Trish Harris, Lieutenant Robert Lardy, Assistant Chief Rick Leonard, Firefighter Jacob Liebno, Firefighter Patrick Livesay, Battalion Chief Evan Mason, Master Firefighter Rich Meneses, Captain John Merson, Firefighter Kelly Nolan, Captain Warren Porter, Lieutenant Rick Pratt, Battalion Chief Dave Rhines, Inspector Chuck Ridgely, Lieutenant Jeffrey Schilling, Battalion Chief Ed Schilling, Battalion Chief Sarisa Spate, Lieutenant Nathan Stone, Captain Mike Stout, Volunteer Assistant Chief Jeff Votes, Volunteer Firefighter Ray Wines, and Captain Josh Solik. Have a round of applause for our certificate of appreciation. Those in attendance, your certificates will be available at the podium after the ceremony. All right, next up are our unit citations. Unit citations are awarded in recognition of exemplary performance by a company or unit. Our first unit citation is for Fire Station 8 in Ellicott City and surrounding units. Would Battalion Chief Dave Rhines, Lieutenant Conrad Burris, please make your way to stage left to receive this unit citation on behalf of your personnel. Come on over. On October 29th, units from Station 8 and surrounding companies arrived on the scene of a serious motor vehicle collision with multiple patients ejected suffering from life-threatening injuries. They quickly called for additional resources, and even with the severity of the injuries, firefighters worked quickly to stabilize and transport the patients to the hospital. This citation is being awarded to the following individuals who will ask to please stand at your seats and be recognized. Firefighter Andrew Stanton, Firefighter Caleb Trout, Captain D'Angelo Red, Firefighter Jada Talley, Master Fire HVO James Dwyer, Firefighter Kenneth Bernard, Firefighter HVO Kurt Vines, Firefighter Mario Tobate, Captain Mike Bonner, Firefighter Pete Rusko, Firefighter Stacy Haynes, Firefighter HVO Zachary Means, Firefighter Jason Bloom, Captain Steve Colburn, and Captain Josh Zulik. Let's give those individuals a round of applause. Our second unit citation is for the staff of the Public Safety Training Center. I'd like to invite Battalion Chief Lisa Smeltzer and Lieutenant Lewis Kirby to stage left to accept the award on behalf of your personnel. Over Over the past 3 years, the instructors at the training center have contributed to the successful graduation of over 150 firefighter trainees. These instructors have been an integral part in day-to-day academy operations, planning, logistics, and have logged thousands of hours of instruction time, even during the worst periods of the pandemic. This citation is being awarded to the following individuals, who will ask to please stand at your seats and be recognized. Firefighter Ashley Alejandre, Captain Barton Albrecht, Lieutenant Dylan Murray, Captain Jake Ogden, Lieutenant Justin Kaminsky, Firefighter Caitlin Kent, Captain Keegan Tazaki, Lieutenant Lewis Kirby, Firefighter Mark Johnson, Firefighter Meredith Delagostina, Firefighter Scott Paul, Lieutenant Will Huber. Let's give those individuals a round of applause. Our next awards are for Meritorious Service. The ribbon for Meritorious Service is presented in recognition of exemplary personal conduct, either for a single event or over an extended period of time. If you see your name on the screen, please make your way to stage left. The first group of individuals were responsible for reviewing and recommending changes for EMS incident response plans, including but not limited to the department's chase car pilot and BLS unit time tolerance. Their continued dedication has allowed us to ensure that our department can meet the needs of our community. For this, we would like to recognize Battalion Chief Chris Meyer, Battalion Chief Dave Sabat, Captain Eric Cohn, Captain Gregory Burns, Deputy Chief John Jerome, Lieutenant Kenneth Kugel, and Dr. Matt Levy. Let's give those individuals a round of applause. The next individual being recognized for Meritorious Service for his quick actions on May 25th, which resulted in the rescue of K-9 Lexi during a training incident at Rocky Gorge Reservoir. On May 25th, 2002, while assisting a K-9 team with a search class, firefighter Alec Hardesty was assigned as a boat operator, conducting training with the American Patriot K-9, one of our search partners, Chesapeake Search Dogs. While transporting a K-9 team in one of our boats, K-9 Lexi was positioned on the bow, subsequently fell off. Firefighter Hardesty took immediate action while simultaneously stopping the motor and summoning assistance from other boats in the area by whistle blast. Firefighter Hardesty then went into the water and located K-9 Lexi underwater underneath the boat trapped between the pontoons. Firefighter Hardesty removed Lexi from underneath the boat and assisted her with the help of evaluator Matthew Zarella. Once back on the boat, Firefighter Hardesty transported the K-9 and her handler back to Scotts Cove, where he remained with the K-9 while she was evaluated by an on-site veterinarian. Lexi's handler attributed the positive outcome of Lexi not only being alive, but also ending up receiving her water search certification to Firefighter Hardesty's actions. Unfortunately, he could not be with us tonight, but let's have a round of applause for Firefighter Alec Hardesty. Our final Meritorious Service Award is being given to an individual who is being recognized for his continued exemplary personal conduct. He is an inspiration to both his superiors and peers through his positive attitude, commitment to learning and sharing information, and dedication to his membership and the department's groups and programs. We recognize Firefighter Richard High. He is a 24-year veteran of the United States Army, member of the Honor Guard, an instructor and faculty member of the Maryland Resuscitation Academy, a member of the department's peer support team, the statewide BLS liaison and committee member representing Howard County Department of Fire and Rescue for the Maryland Pediatric Emergency Medical Advisory Committee. Congratulations, Rick. All right, I'd now like to welcome Battalion Chief Chris Shannon for the next presentation.
Thank you, Lieutenant Older, and good evening, everyone. The Stork Award is presented in recognition of those who have assisted in the birth of a child. On June 30th, Station 6 units responded to a home in Elkridge for the report of a patient in imminent labor. With the help of our crews, a healthy baby was delivered. This award is being received by the following individuals who will ask to stand at their seats to be recognized. Firefighter-paramedic Nick Bohr, Firefighter Christopher McAvaney, Firefighter Eric Gonzalez, Firefighter John McConnell, Firefighter HBO Daniel Morosco, Lieutenant Brian Hannon, and volunteer firefighter Gina Natriba. Let's give those individuals a round of applause. If you're a recipient of the Stork Award, we'll have their certificate available for you to pick up after the ceremony. Moving on to the Gift of Life. The Gift of Life ribbon is presented in recognition of outstanding provisions of EMS by an individual or individuals that resulted in the saving of a life. On August 16th in Mount Airy, a patient became unresponsive in the back of an ambulance on the way to the hospital. That patient was immediately shocked and regained consciousness with a downtime of less than 10 seconds. This award is being received by the following individuals who will ask to stand at their seats and be recognized. Firefighter Nathan Sarasitis and Firefighter Ruth Grace Stokes. And give them a round of applause. On October 18th in Elkridge again, a patient at a home improvement store was found unresponsive. The crews took over CPR from a bystander and began life-saving care. The patient regained their pulse. This award is being received by the following individuals who will ask to stand at their seat and be recognized. Firefighter Caitlin Dyer, Firefighter Recruit Stephanie Casablanco, Firefighter Stephen Sage, Firefighter Michael Keeley, Lieutenant Brian Waller, Firefighter Jeff Nye, Firefighter Michael Fields, and Captain Brandon Tebow. Let's give those individuals a round of applause. Moving right along. On November 24th in Columbia, the fire department units arrived on scene with CPR in progress by Howard County Police Department officers. Firefighters began life-saving care, and the patient regained their pulse. This award is being received by the following individuals who will ask to stand at their seats and be recognized. Firefighter Sean Lillis, Battalion Chief Mark Pulliam, Firefighter Alec McWethy, Firefighter Mark Taka, Captain Michael Bonner, and Firefighter Kenny Bernard. Let's give those individuals a round of applause. The Quality of Care Ribbon. The next award is a Quality of Care Ribbon. If you see your name on the screen, please make your way to stage left. The Quality of Care Ribbon is awarded in recognition of outstanding effort by one or more individuals who demonstrate an exceptionally high standard of patient care and or have implemented a program that advances patient care, and the core mission of EMS services in Howard County. We'd like to invite the following individuals to stage to receive the Quality of Care Ribbon. Firefighter Paramedic Brian Flaniak, Battalion Chief Paramedic David Sabat, Captain Paramedic Eric Cohn, Master Firefighter Paramedic Michael Zerwinski, and Firefighter Paramedic Nicholas Bohr. Congratulations to all those award recipients. I'd now like to invite Lieutenant Nolder back up to the podium for our next set of awards.
Okay, we're moving on to the Unsung Hero Award. If you see your name on the screen, please make your way up to the stage left. The Unsung Hero Awards are for those who go above and beyond without expecting praise, recognition, or notoriety. These individuals are an inspiration to their peers and supervisors. Their behind-the-scenes work, positive attitude, and dedication make our department better for all. I'd like to invite the following individuals to the stage: Master Firefighter Paramedic Michael Zerwinski and Firefighter Zach Van Adder. Next is our Customer Service Award. If you see your name on the screen, please come up to stage left. At Howard County Fire and Rescue, we honor those who go above and beyond to support both our internal personnel and our members of the community with our Community Service Award. We'd like to recognize Lieutenant John Jacobson, who's receiving this award for his tireless work and dedication to ensuring the health and safety of our department's personnel throughout the COVID-19 pandemic. Congratulations, Lieutenant Jacobson. We would also like to recognize Matt Saunders, who's receiving this award for his dedication to supporting our personnel with IT issues and his continued courtesy, willingness, and capability to solve all those problems. Thank you, Matt. Our Citation of Honor ribbons are awarded in several different categories, including community risk reduction, mentoring, the great idea, and leadership. If you see your name on the screen, please make your way to stage left. Firefighter Christina Rispecki is receiving the ribbon for community risk reduction for her dedication to developing and implementing the department's youth fire prevention intervention program. Congratulations, Christina. Well done. Firefighter Dominic Honing is receiving a ribbon for his continued dedication to mentoring his colleagues, regardless of their station or shift, all for the betterment of the department. Congratulations, Dom. Firefighter Tong Tong Gong is receiving a ribbon for a great idea in his development and implementation of the engine cab screen. This provides iPad screens in the back of the cab so the firefighters can see exactly what the officer sees while they're en route to the call, and they're able to look at vital information. Congratulations. Battalion Chief Stephen Hardesty and Captain John Zauer are receiving the ribbon for leadership for their continued management of the Special Operations Team and the development of a culture of competency, pride, and ownership. Captain Warren Porter is receiving a ribbon for leadership for the help in construction and establishment of Station 12 and his continued dedication to the growth and development of those he leads. Congratulations, Warren. And finally, Battalion Chief David Sabat is receiving a ribbon for leadership for his commitment in developing and improving the department's EMS operations, as well as his dedication to leading and mentoring the department's field clinicians. Congratulations, Chief. I'd now like to invite Ms. Celeste Flynn to the podium to present the Lieutenant Nathan Flynn Training Award.
Hi, thank you for having us here tonight to do this. This year's Lieutenant Nathan Flynn Training Award is for Jason Bloom. Firefighter Jason Bloom has embodied what it means to be a leader in training. He has taken it upon himself to design a training every shift, even developing joint trainings with other shifts and volunteer personnel. Firefighter Bloom's trainings cover important, life-saving topics for firefighters. They challenge our personnel to make command decisions and overcome the real-world challenges they might face on an incident scene. For this reason, we'd like to award Firefighter Jason Bloom the Lieutenant Nathan Flynn Training Excellence in Company Training Service Award.
I'll now invite Deputy Chief Gordon Wallace to the podium for our final set of awards.
Okay, the first award we'll be recognizing tonight in these categories is going to be the Civilian of the Year Award. While change is constant, firefighters aren't the biggest fans of new microphones or processes. That's why the changes that Brad Barowie enacted, he was the department's then Standards and Compliance Officer between 2021 and 2022, is nothing short of spectacular. In that time, Brad changed the face of safety in our department. He is described as patient, humble, and modest, a multifaceted safety and risk expert with a true passion for helping others. His continued work in identifying safety issues made our department and our personnel safer every day. Brad's knowledge, experience, expertise, and counsel became invaluable to our team. For this reason, we'd like to award Brad Barowie with the Civilian of the Year Award. Brad. Okay, our next award recipient, Medal of Valor. On June 9th, 2021, Engine 6-1 responded to a reported house fire in Laurel. Upon arrival, firefighters found heavy smoke coming from the doors and windows of the house and quickly learned that the home's residents, their elderly mother, was still trapped inside. The crew quickly worked to control the fire and locate the missing woman. Despite the fire that continued to spread throughout the home, firefighter Robert Laboito continued to search the bedrooms in the house. He found and rescued the woman, who was treated by EMS and transported to the hospital. For this reason, we'd like to award firefighter Robert Laboito with the Bronze Medal of Valor. While firefighter Laboito can't be with us today, we'd like to still celebrate his life-saving actions. Okay, our next award recipient is going to be for Firefighter of the Year. Andrew, you want to come up towards the center of the stage there? There were a lot of words used to describe firefighter Andrew Stanton in his nomination for Firefighter of the Year. Dedicated, hardworking, organized, committed, empathetic, and compassionate were just a few that jumped out at the nomination committee. Firefighter Stanton possesses a tenacious sense of curiosity, a type of hunger that drives him constantly to strive to learn and train and use that information to better his shift, station, and the department. Firefighter Stanton's natural compassion for others has led him to develop relationships in the community, and it's common for him to greet those in the neighborhood by name. His empathy lends to his extraordinary bedside manner on EMS calls, in which he is described as genuinely taking the time to understand and listen to patients and how he can help them. Firefighter Stanton graduated from the Training Academy in 2021, very much still in the pandemic era. When most of us were social distancing and quarantining, Firefighter Stanton entered a Howard County fire station as a recruit. It was remarkable for a firefighter so early in their career to make such a resounding impact on the department, let alone with the challenges and roadblocks of a global pandemic in front of him. For this reason, we'd like to award firefighter Andrew Stanton with the Firefighter of the Year Award. Okay, next up is going to be our Fire Officer of the Year ribbon. When it comes to leaders, those who ride the front seat often have the most significant influence on their shift. Captain Tim Dorsey is a captain at Station 2 in Ellicott City. His shift describes him as a mentor, someone who constantly promotes a culture of teamwork, excellence, and leadership. He's continuously working to develop the firefighters he works with, from the most senior firefighter to the newest recruit. Captain Dorsey leads his team under the mindset that if one fails, we all fail. This mantra has created an environment where his crew continuously works together for the betterment of each other and the department. I'm going off script now for a minute. I'm very honored to be able to speak on behalf of this award presentation for Captain Dorsey. When I was a recruit, came out of the academy in 1996, 27 years ago, Tim was one of my mentors on the shift. And I learned a great deal from him, so I can say this award doesn't just apply to 2022. It's kind of a lifetime achievement award in my eyes, because you've been doing this for the entire years that you've served the department. Though he is retiring this year, his shift says Captain Dorsey isn't counting down the days until he retires. Instead, he's counting the days he has left to help shape the future leaders of our department. For this reason, we'd like to award Captain Tim Dorsey with the Fire Officer of the Year Award.
Let's have another round of applause for all of tonight's award recipients. This will conclude tonight's award ceremony. We're ending a little early, so it's enough time to go get ice cream, some dessert afterward. Just as a reminder, if you were a recipient of a Certificate of Appreciation, Unit Citation, Gift of Life, or Stork Award, those awards are available on the stage. And you may use the lobby area or a photo backdrop for pictures with our recipients. Thank you for coming and have a great night.